Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to an all-new episode of Point of View. We have a lot to get into today's show, but before we get started, let's welcome back Crystal Williams and Reed to the table.
Hey.
Well, so coming up, Tory Lanez is still recovering after reportedly being stabbed 14 times in prison. And now a new witness has come forward with shocking details that might just turn the tables on the Thee Stallion case. Plus, the Mendez Brothers have had their murder sentences reduced, making them eligible for parole. And we have all of the details. And later, y'all like this part, we are bringing back Style Check and Unpopular Opinion. You definitely don't want to miss it. So come on in and join the discussion. You're watching POV. Tory Lanez has been in the headlines all week, and the latest update we have is today that some of you won't believe this. Just days after surviving a brutal prison attack, being stabbed 14 times, Tory Lanez's legal team has come forward with a shocking claim. They allege that it was Kelsey Harris, Thee Stallion's former best friend, who pulled the trigger back in 2020, not Tory. According to a statement from Harris's former bodyguard, Kelsey allegedly fired the shots that injured Megan. Now, this could potentially reshape this entire narrative surrounding the case. So let's get into this. What y'all think about this?
I think that Tory needs to get out of jail.
Oh,
because from the jump, they literally, everybody who is on Megan's side feels like Tory is guilty because he's in jail. He is not in jail because he had gunpowder on his hand. He's in jail because he was a felon and that was his gun. It wasn't because he shot Meg, y'all. So now it want to come out that the best friend did it, but now this man almost just died.
Right. Why now, though? That's
why
what's
now?
Sympathy. I look at it as sympathy. Okay, he almost died, you guys. We should care now.
Yeah.
When, let's be quite honest, even after Meg's whole career, honestly, I feel like it tanked.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I feel like she's at tank status because I'm a believer that half the world doesn't believe her, me being one.
Right.
Okay.
2, a lot has not been told in that whole story. And 3, you put a man in prison within a matter of moments. Like, you didn't even really give him a trial. Let's really talk about that.
Wow.
So now that this has come out, does Megan deserve to go to jail herself for perjury? I agree.
Well, now, yesterday we talked about it on the show, and a couple of the ladies were like, no. Kelsey did it, the best friend did it, it wasn't Tory. But so they've had this information beforehand.
Right.
I mean, this was what people really thought.
Right.
So what you're saying is they didn't really give him a fair trial. They held this information.
Yes.
This is interesting to me that his legal team is the one who's suddenly saying, wait a second, we have new evidence. I find that so suspicious. Why wasn't this brought to the forefront beforehand? Why does this man have to practically get killed before someone says, yo, he was not the one who did it?
That is just ridiculous. And from the whole thing, following it since it started, just to see like, okay, they were at a party.
Yes.
But I guess Tory was talking to Kelsey. I believe that was it. And then Kelsey found out that he was talking to Meg. I understand you deserve to get shot. But what I'm saying is, why is you sleeping with your best friend? Peace.
But does that still mean that Tory going to prison and now consequently almost dying? Now, what if he did die and this came out and then later it was overturned? Who deserves to go to prison?
Megan.
I feel like they both should.
Correct.
Well, how about that? Hold that thought. We're just going to take a look at what officials had to say.
Okay, let's see.
Mr. James informed Unite the People that he was witness to the conversation Ms. Harris had where she stated she had the gun, she fired it 3 times, Mr. Peterson grabbed her arm and knocked it down, and the gun fired 2 more times. In essence, Mr. Peterson never shot anybody, never even touched that gun, never fired the gun. Mr. James informed Unite the People that he was a witness to the
It just seems to me they would have had that information before he went to trial in the
But
first
didn't
place.
it said that the security guard, right?
Yep.
Megan's security guard is the one now who came to the forefront with it. So it's Megan people that's coming to the forefront.
So maybe he something has
felt
happened. Some chain of events has happened. Maybe he's lost his job. Now most people don't want to come out until things go bad.
Right,
Correct.
this makes me
And then you
like,
start throwing out things. Well, baby, you deserve to go to jail too because
Yeah.
you
Right.
sat there on your fingers and you lied on that.
all that time you said
You
nothing.
had evidence and said not a word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that is
That
very-
will make you feel. That makes me feel like he's complicit to
Yeah.
what took place. the
And
Absolutely.
crime.
that's just, it's like, how can you watch a man go to prison and you knowingly knew that he did not, like, you could really watch somebody go to prison and you know that they did not do that to you and you could just live on with your life?
That's horrible.
That's
Yeah,
sick.
that's horrible.
That's
That is
literally
sick.
sick.
I
I
think
can't-
sometimes it takes near-death experiences or even death for people
Yeah.
to sympathize with someone.
Right.
All we look at now is, oh, he did it.
Right.
We're done.
Put
And
him away.
that's sick. And it sucks for the people that's really victims.
Yeah.
Because, you know,
Yeah.
you have so many people, especially in the shade room comments. Every time when Megan and Tory's situation come up, they go, y'all are not protecting black women. This don't have nothing to do with that. Truth
doesn't.
is truth. And this ain't adding up.
Oh, it has not added. Well, Megan has such a massive following. If it turns out that she was not forthcoming, what do you think is going to happen?
She needs to go to jail. That's what I hope
It's
happens.
perjury. Perjury is perjury is perjury.
Okay.
Okay, the word was not invented for no reason. You're just as guilty as he is because you allowed a man to sit there for 5 odd years or however many years this has been. And
Is it
he
20,
now
20 months has it been?
20, I said 5
Oh,
years? Oh, it happened 5 years ago.
Oh,
But at the end of the day, a man is almost dead. And me personally, it just seems very odd
Wow.
how and why this happened so random, you know,
Yes.
and
It just seems so suspicious.
it's a lot.
Yeah.
And
a
then
lot.
not even just, it shouldn't happen to no man, whether you're regular or not. But imagine
Right.
a man
Yeah.
who is rich, who is at his peak, who have a career like yours, and you literally stole that from him if you lied. You stole this man's life.
Do you think Tory was trying to protect Kelsey?
No, I
No.
just believe he wanted a fair trial.
wanted a fair-
If he did not do it, if you test my hands and you see that it's no gunpowder on there, find out who did. It's not on mine. So
Wow.
that's their job.
Wow.
They let somebody go scot free.
Is a big thing now.
Yeah.
A lot of the charges that they trump up now are more
Yeah.
RICO style,
Right.
where it's not real.
Wow. All right. Well, y'all heard that. So we're going to move on to the next topic here. Well, like, this is a true crime story, okay? Now, you've probably heard about the Mendez brothers, Lyle and Eric. Back in 1989, they shocked the world when they killed their parents in their Beverly Hills mansion, a crime that earned them life sentences without parole. But here's the twist. Just this week, a judge in Los Angeles reduced their sentences, making them eligible for parole. It's a surprising twist in the decades-old case that's back in the spotlight, partly because of the new Netflix series Monsters, the Lyle and Eric Menendez story. So they are going to get parole now after 35 years. So 35 years, is it enough time that they served?
Absolutely not. How are people with drug cases,
Don't you know?
with our skin tone, they're getting more years than a murderer now these days?
Yes.
And
Come
now
on.
they killed their parents
Honey.
in a brutally way, and now you're trying to give back time and all of this? But
They
drug
shot
cases
their
get
dad
harder?
6 times with a shotgun. And I believe that was in his bed on the sofa. Shot the mom 10 times. And she suffered these 10 gunshot wounds before she actually died in several different parts of her body.
Jesus.
So this is
couldn't
like a
even recognize
brutal
Brutal murder.
like savage murder.
Yeah.
Yep. You knew what you were doing.
Yeah.
Oh,
I have no sympathy for them. I feel that they should be locked away and stay where they are. You are dangerous people. If your mind is that cold and that dark, that it's not a 1 shot. It's not a 2 shot. It's a I'm literally going to murder you.
You're done.
I can't even recognize you when you're done. You leave and come back. Like, come on. And then a judge feels sorry for you. I'm gonna just say it the way it is. Race is a huge part of it.
Huge
and the
part.
only thing when I read some of the story, when I was seeing that they were saying like, the parents was molesting them and stuff like
Yeah.
that. If that is true now, then I do have some sympathy because if you just don't know how you would feel if you're molested. You're basically messing up a child's mind if that is so. But if they made up this story, which I think I heard something else where they told somebody that did not happen, then jail you stay.
Yeah, no one really knows, obviously, because it's their word. It's only their word.
It's only their word.
No one else is really around to see it.
But let's be honest, after they had already killed their parents, y'all out there living a lavish life, baby. So clearly the molestation was the smallest piece of it.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I think the intent was really from them being rich children, rich, spoiled children.
Yeah.
And your father is basically telling you that you have to get up and do something with yourself.
Yeah.
That happens all the time. And because money is power, they literally are skating.
Yeah.
You know, I know so many people who are in prison for so much smaller, not even murder, not
No
even
murder.
a gun.
Right.
You know what I mean? And this is, you're getting a second chance. I don't
Right.
care if you serve 62 years, baby. You better sit in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If their skin was a little bit darker and hair was a little bit kinkier,
And their name was Daquan or Josh.
we
or
wouldn't hear
something, you
nothing
wouldn't
about it.
even
It'd be locked up, thrown away, and we never hear it again.
Very.
Can you look at the face? Does that look at the face of a normal person? That's a maniac right there.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not trying to judge, but I guess this is judging. Hold on.
Well, this is
You like a
35 years later.
maniac.
It looks scary.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's pretty difficult to hear that they are going to be. Well, there's apparently a new law. I think it came down in 2016, but they changed it in 2018 to be sentences under like people who have started. Can I get it out? People who have committed these terrible crimes before life sentences, before they were 26, they have an opportunity now to be able to come and say something about it. So,
Really?
yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens here. Well, this is why now they are able to say it. But look, we're going to take a quick commercial break, but don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're getting into style check and unpopular opinion. So stay tuned. You're watching POV. Welcome, social media family. Oh my gosh, it's so good to have you here. Well, we have the question of the day of this time here. Imagine they made a movie about your life. Who's your dream celebrity that would play you? For my life, I would say Zoe Saldana. Yes.
Okay. For me, I want Taraji.
Okay.
Taraji. Taraji,
Okay,
you can play me,
Taraji.
girl. Hit me up. I got a story to tell you.
I said Angela Bassett.
Angela Bassett.
I'm going from What's Love Got to Do with It
Ooh, yeah.
and work my way up.
Okay. And
Did
why?
I get my groove back? No, I'm not going to use that. You know, I'm not the little cougar style, but I will definitely say the triumph of that movie was
Yeah.
really that resonated with me, and I've always loved that movie, not knowing that would possibly be
your
my
life.
part of my life. story.
Wow, Jesus.
Not in such extreme, but
Yeah.
to an extent.
And you why?
Because she played some of my life already. Baby Boy. And on the one when she was with the man when he didn't have nothing and then he got up and girl, don't Taraji, call my phone. I got something for you.
I say Zoe Saldana because I wrote my book. Wow. Falling Up, The Unstoppable Journey of a Tear. You can get it on Amazon.
Yes.
And I think it's a lot, like she would be able to like really bring it because it was so much emotion, so much of that, you know, that experience that was so heightened. And she's able to like really have that emotional range where she just like brings it.
Yeah.
So I really think that she would be the perfect one for, you know, my story.
Ooh.
I can see that.
Oh, thank
I
you.
can actually see that.
I can actually see you playing your own story.
I could do that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Tyler
Yeah, I
can
Perry.
see that.
That's
All the
right.
girls.
Drop it in the comments, y'all. Who would be your celebrity that would play you? All right, welcome back off the commercial break. All right, if you're into fashion, this one's for you. Oh, I know the ladies love the fashion here. The Gold House Gala just went down, honoring Asian, Pacific, and multicultural leaders across all kinds of industries. And trust me, that red carpet, honey, they were not playing. So let's break down some of the best looks and rate them from 1 to 10. It's time for Style Check. All right, Janae Aiko. If I mess up these names, y'all, please, you know, don't charge it to my heart or to my intelligence.
And where you? This was what was?
Now, what was this now? The Gold House Gala. honoring Asian Pacific and multicultural.
I'll
Okay.
give her a 7.
People in the
I'd
industry.
say like 6 or 7. I mean, I do love the color of the dress. I love the
love the
dress.
color.
Yeah.
I love her face. She's so beautiful to me.
Yeah.
Are those heels or are those sandals?
Heels. They can see the back part of the heel.
Oh.
Okay, I don't really like the heels, but I like everything else. She's a cutie pie to me, so I give you a 7.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure, like, okay, so what this gala was really supposed to be, like, how, like, what's the dress
For
that we would
Asian
expect?
Pacific. So think of Hawaiian.
Oh, okay.
Think of luau. Think
Okay.
of, that type of scenery. And that's why I said I would give her a 7. The reason why I gave her a 7, let me show y'all my stats. The reason why I said a 7, you look like you're wearing drapes. That's the only problem that I have a problem with. You look like you just took a bunch of curtains.
Yeah.
And now it's stylish to an extent.
Okay.
I like the shoes. I feel like it's well played.
Yeah, I like the shoes.
But some of it is just a little too much.
The
That's why I
drapes, that's
took
what
the
we
3
don't
off. The church curtain.
Okay. Church curtains. Okay, we're going to go to her. Yes.
Oh,
okay.
I'll give her a 10.
Baby, she gets a 10. First of all, I love, like, I don't know why I'm loving, like, chocolate colors these days.
Yeah.
The hair is tea. I love the glasses. She looked very well polished. The dress is squeezing really nice and not giving too much, showing too much. She looks amazing. She looks elegant, baby. You are her.
Wow. Well, I gave it 8. I feel like I like what she has on. I like the dress. I like how it's fitted. I like the hair. I don't care for the sunglasses, but maybe, she just had that
that's
on.
the thing,
I
though.
just feel like we've seen better on the runway.
Well, I feel like the
On the red
colors
carpet.
are very they accentuate her skin tone.
Yeah.
They look very rich. She is not revealing, which is the time that we're in.
do like
you don't
that.
have to be naked to look like someone.
I give her a 10 for that, not being revealing.
Yes, I like the hair. She just looks polished.
She does.
Yeah, she looks very, I love
Clean.
the,
She
I
looks
love
like
this
herself.
chocolate with the blonde hair is just so good. I just,
Yeah.
Coming up next, we have Atsuko Akatsuka.
Now, who is that?
Okay, I'm gonna give her a 0.5.
No, there's some Asian stuff.
Well,
I don't care.
That's the Asian part.
I'm giving a 0.5. Ma'am, you look like a ladybug with orange stockings and some Balenciaga boots on. But you have on this Betty Boop soup bowl haircut that I literally probably took the plastic bowl out of the house.
That
and
the
cut you
Asians
with.
be wearing.
Okay, yes they do. But it doesn't mean you have to be that Asian. Like, come on, baby. You're looking like
Okay.
Matrix right now on the other side.
Yeah.
You're getting a 0.5 from me.
I don't like the outfit, but I'm not Asian. I don't know if that's how y'all do it over
That
there.
is not.
But I don't like it. But I'm not Asian though. So
They're
maybe
very
this how
fashionable
y'all do
people
it.
here.
Yeah, that's something else. Okay, next up, we have Megan Thee Stallion.
I'm turning my head.
Oh, no.
And
Okay,
as she
I'm gonna
turn
give you
her
a
head,
1.
Nothing. 0.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so can I please tell you why I gotta give her
Yes,
a 1?
please,
I have
of
to give
course.
her 3.
As a actual cosmetologist, baby, who gave you this peeny weeny ponytail and why?
Oh yeah, it's so thin.
Why? And then that Dollar Tree thing that you use, the pool noodle?
Yes, yes.
Why did you use the pool noodle? like come on, sweetheart. Like,
I don't like it. She got-
it's giving very much anorexia to like anorexic here. Like you're really losing a lot here.
I don't like it, and it has nothing to do with Tory.
Okay.
I really don't like it.
Good point.
don't like it.
Good point.
Coming up next, we have Chrissy Teigen. Okay, I like that.
Okay.
Okay.
And I
She
am
looks-
not a fan of hers, but I like that.
I just give it a 5. I ain't gonna lie.
I said a 3.
I'm
I mean, I gave a 10, but I feel like it's like an 8, a 9, but I like the
giving her a
dress.
5.
If we're talking about the dress, I gave her the 3 for the dress.
Yes.
The cheekbones are giving really scary.
Oh.
The dress looks like the fish. The
Oh, that's
fish
right. We're
scales.
supposed to
That
look
is
at all that.
Scales.
that
Yeah.
is cute. And then the feet look like they burn.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't like the hoops. I wish it would have been like studs with a nice necklace or something.
Oh,
a little
No.
necklace. I don't
And the
know.
purse color is not accentuating to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that.
But I do like that dress. I
like
do
the
like
dress.
the dress.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
We got that one.
She's still getting the 3.
Next up, we have Neva Rose.
Oh.
Just
This is
Willy
different
Wonka and the
fashion, I
Chocolate
think,
Factory, the
something.
Oompa Loompa people.
Yeah, I don't. As a makeup artist, I don't know. As a makeup artist now, I'm
Tell
so
us.
simple these days. So it's like the eyeshadow is doing a whole lot for me, and I don't like that anymore. I feel like that's
Number you gave?
back in the days. And then I don't like the earrings that hang with a necklace. Like it's just too much. I'm so simple. I don't like that.
It looks very character-like.
Yes, like very.
You know, the
Disney.
blue shoe, you look like a ballerina mixed with the crackers bag.
Yeah.
I think that might be tuna fish and crackers bag. You just look, she's giving Willy Wonka right
Yeah,
now.
I'm sorry. I don't like it.
I'm sorry. I know
not
I'm
trying to
brutal,
be
y'all.
funny.
I'm
not trying to be
sorry.
funny. I really don't
Next up, we have Lily Singh.
like it. Okay.
She's giving that movie Dunes.
Oh,
This
yes,
is giving
yes.
a lot of Dunes look.
Yes.
Very
like it,
dark.
though.
It's giving Dune.
I'll give you an
I
8.
give her a
Like
5.
Yeah, that's
I'll give her a 5.
My 8 look ugly. Sorry, y'all. But
5 me.
Yeah.
I give you an 8.
The shoes are very
Long.
Nurse Betty kitty shoes. Like
Nurse Betty.
there's
Okay. Wow.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Give
well,
me something good, please. Something good next.
okay. Something good next. Next up is Sarah O.
No. Monk.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh, no, baby.
I'm giving a 2. She looks like
Oh, I can't
she
even
belongs at
number
the Vatican.
anymore.
That's what
Wow.
I'm
I'm gonna do a 5.
Why? Tell me why you gave a 5.
Because I don't want to give her a 0. Because of the color. I like the color. I like the way the sleeves are designed.
I feel like if it was more fitted at the top, more form-fitting at the top, it would have. It's giving Vatican.
It's a monk.
I
Yeah.
know her eyes
All
are
she's
really
missing is the
dark.
cross.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Makeup artist, all she's zoned straight in.
Okay. Well, next, I think we gotta like these.
Okay.
Oki Lee Simmons, Kimora Lee Simmons, and Ming Lee Simmons.
Oh, they look
Love
good.
it.
Okay.
I'll give them
Oh,
a 10.
baby.
Nice.
10.
10.
All across the
Super
board.
chic, super clean, sexy, but not too much. Loving it. Mom looks like she could be the
Yeah.
sister.
They
It's
look
going well.
absolutely stunning. Especially
Yes.
that one to the right. She good.
Yeah, isn't that the younger one?
I don't
The
know.
one with the ponytail?
It's always them younger ones. They would be looking so good. For
Always
real.
the younger ones. Listen to this.
They did good.
Okay.
They did good.
Okay, well, good. That was a good segment. I like doing the fashion. All right, you also, next we're moving on to unpopular opinion. All right. Well, in 1 minute here, I'm going to find out what this unpopular opinion is, and I'm going to tell y'all. Here's a fun twist that turns out that people who probably have no business dropping serious cash on luxury items like Louis Vuitton bags, Rolex watches, or even luxury cars are actually the ones keeping the industry afloat. A new study reveals that 75% of global luxury spending comes from middle and lower class income shoppers. But with inflation and rising living costs, these aspirational buyers are pulling back, marking the first major slowdown in the luxury market in over a decade.
Child.
I don't like it.
Everybody, you see what it say? Middle class is
Yeah.
the ones that's keeping them afloat.
Yeah.
And yet some
Middle
of
and
these-
lower class.
Exactly. Middle and lower class.
Income, middle and lower income.
Middle and lower income. Do y'all grasp this? And some of these designers, most of them don't even want middle
wearing
class
it.
in their stuff. But
Yeah.
yet we try to buy these things to keep up with whoever you're trying to keep up with. And
No.
then this is just a side note. I cannot stand when people talk about the people who go buy the knockoffs as if like they are so much whatever better because they have the real thing. Actually, the ones who buy the knockoff, if you ask me, they more
smart.
smarter because
They're
I
smart.
can get the same thing that look like you. You got it for $2,000. I got it for $20.
And it
Who's
look
really
just the same.
exactly? It looks just the same.
I was at the shoe store.
Yeah.
And a lady was coming to pick up her Louis Vuitton bag.
Yeah.
And the shoe store lady said, "Oh yeah, this is a nice bag, but I really wish these luxury designers would use better products other
Right.
than rubber and vinyl."
And leather that comes from the same place.
Yeah, and they're not. But some of them, they're not even using leather and charging $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, or they're using an inferior leather. It's not lambskin or anything like that. And people are spending all this money on the bag with someone else's name on it all
Somebody
over.
else. Can you just really sit and think about it though? Really, people are really getting mad at other people for buying less and talking about them when it looks the exact same. Do you realize how
And
much?
really, it's not how you look. It's
Correct.
It's not the material. It's how you wear it.
Correct.
Like thank you, Jesus. I'm not in that class any longer. But
Yeah.
when I was in the tier of lower tier,
Yeah.
the struggler and all these things,
Yeah.
I can understand why people do it because it's you're trying to place yourself in a level of class because us as African Americans, that's what we do. We think that is going to put us there. It's going to bring us into the upper echelon.
Yeah.
And
But
then
we're
when the
supposed to be
days
setting
came,
the
when
standard.
the days came of now, I actually have the money.
Yeah.
I want Shein all day, y'all.
Exactly.
Right. Don't want to spend
200
Exactly.
and I can get 12 outfits, right?
Exactly.
Shout out for the shirt, $6, okay?
Baby, who you telling,
Like,
baby?
come
This whole
on.
outfit is from Rainbow.
Hello, my favorite store.
Oh, exactly.
Oh my
Rainbow.
God. Do y'all
Like-
think aspirational buyers are risking too much just to keep up appearance?
Yes, because nobody
Yes.
cares.
Or is it pressures from social media?
It ain't no
Social
pressure.
media has a big part of it because
Yes, it do.
it tells us
It do,
the
though.
perception of what we're supposed to look like.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I got the Chanel bags and all that, but
Yeah.
now I'm looking at like, why did I buy that bag?
Right.
I could have spent that $7,000 on
My point.
like a closing or something.
Yeah.
My point.
But then they don't support and it's mostly us. They're not
Yes.
supporting our neighborhoods. They're not supporting
Correct.
us. And a lot of them have said, well, we don't actually really want you
That's
buying
what
it.
I'm saying.
Don't want to see you in it.
That's
Right.
what. So imagine if you have these people who are saying out in the front, out in the public, they don't want you in it. Why are we
I'm sorry,
still
y'all.
going to spend all this money there?
It's class.
I'm getting ready to wrap right now. Sorry, y'all. But before we sign off, we'll leave you with your quote of the day. Dream a beautiful dream, then work to make it happen. That's Ava DuVernay.
it.
Thanks for hanging out with us. You're watching POV. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow on Afro TV.